everyone, Lauryn Mark here from Go Shooting. A question we get asked all the time is what are the basic differences between American skeet and international skeet? Of course you can shoot both disciplines with the same shotgun, but be aware that the same shotgun may not be perfect. Today I thought I will explain exactly what the differences are.
First of all, the layout. American skeet and international skeet share pretty much the same range apart from a couple of small differences.
The angle of shooting station 1 and 7 are slightly different. In American skeet, the pad follows the line through the center of the field, whereas for international skeet, the pad faces the target flight line.
In both disciplines, the targets must go through the center hoop, but the distances vary, with American skeet targets being set to 55 meters and international skeet targets set to 68 meters.
Also for international skeet, a small light is fitted on the outside of the skeet house and is activated on the shooter's command of pull. That's because in international skeet, the target can be released immediately or up to 3 seconds after you call. The light will go off when the target is fired. The biggest difference between the two skeet disciplines is the position of the shotgun when the target is called for. In American skeet, the shooter can start with the gun pre-mounted. But in international, you must start the gun at the top of the yellow line. The top of your hip bone is a good reference point. This technical difference often deters people from making the transition. A little mount practice at home can quickly teach you the effective mount to use on the range. Check our previous video on the correct mounting technique and practice drills. For international skeet, no more than 24 grams or 7/8 of an ounce of shot can be used. In American skeet, 20 gauge is very popular, and it's also legal for international skeet. But at Olympic level, everyone uses a 12 gauge shotgun. There are 8 shooting stations in both disciplines, but the sequence of targets for the round of 25 is different. Let me quickly show you the difference as I explain some of the subtle differences between American skeet and international skeet.
In American skeet, doubles are not shot during the qualification rounds on stations 3, 4, or 5. Whereas in international skeet, only station 8 in the middle doesn't require a pair of targets. Barrel lengths for international skeet tend to be slightly shorter. For many years, 71 centimeter or 28-inch barrels were the norm for international competitors, whereas 30 or even 32-inch barrels are common on an American skeet field these days. I must say, there has been a tendency towards lightweight 29 and 30-inch barrels for the faster discipline also. As a general rule, the stock measurements for international skeet will be slightly shorter to aid a fast and easy gun mount, and many shooters also like a lower stock because they haven't got the luxury of time to bury their head hard down on the stock without a pre-mounted routine. In essence, the same shotgun can be used in both disciplines, but this really isn't perfect, as the faster targets international skeet favors a lighter and more responsive shotgun. There is also a tendency for a slightly more constrictive choke in the top barrel of your shotgun for international skeet, as the second target and the pairs off the middle 3 stations can sometimes be all the way to the boundary peg before it's broken. One major difference between the two disciplines is that in American skeet, when you miss your first target at any round, you must repeat it. This repeat target counts as your 25th shot. If you are good enough to hit your first 24 targets, then you must shoot station 8 low house twice to make up your 25th shot to score a perfect round. In finals for international skeet, doubles are exclusively used and are shot not only in their conventional sequence, but also in the reverse order on stations 3, 4, and 5.
Starting gun hold positions vary between the two disciplines, but sustained lead is a method of choice for both. Have a look at some of our previous videos on hold points, leads, and stances to get you started. I hope this explains some of the differences between the two disciplines. Once you master trap or sporting clays, feel free to try the Formula 1 event in clay target shooting. Just a reminder that our online coaching course, The A to Z of Shotgun Shooting, is now available with the bonus of ongoing free coaching for life for those that purchase the course. You can check the details out on our website at www.goshooting.com.au. From all of us here at Go Shooting, we look forward to seeing you at one of our ranges again real soon.